Okay. Famous Aaron. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Because it's a newer name. Great brothers. Like awesome brothers joining. I appreciate it. Anyway, so let's dive into it, shall we? Alright. No, I wanted to play MGS2 again for a while. I've been wanting to stream the VR stuff because I think that's fun. I've played the game before. I've streamed it many years ago. Before MGS5 came out, so that was 10 years ago. I went through and I played all the games, but I didn't do MGS1. I did Twin Snakes instead. So we're gonna start a new file. Yeah, it's been 10 years. I can't believe it. Yeah. Now, Raiden's VR missions are pretty easy overall. At least the early ones are. It starts getting more difficult when you get the snake. Whether the game was set like 7 years in the future or something, and now it's 11 or so, something in the past. Well, MGS2 ends 2009. So at this point, it was 16 years ago in the past, which is crazy. Yeah, I remember like grinding the levels on PS2 when I was like a teenager. I can do better than that.
Yeah, you're great.
There we go. Oh, it's still not as fast as I could do it. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Timing is everything. Okay, so let's see. There we go.
Nice work.
I remember spending a lot of time on like MGS1 snake levels because those ones are harder. You don't have the radar or anything like that, so. Oh, wait, there we go.
Nice work.
A lot of shot. Oh, the success messages, yeah. I wish they would make newer Metal Gear games that they would do the VR stuff, but they stopped after MGS, or at least with the Substance version. I was hoping they would do some kind of 1960s equivalent, the MGS3 Subsistence. They didn't do that.
Nice work.
This is the Master Collection version, which is just the HD collection. But they've, in the subsequent almost 2 years since it came out, they've updated it so like they've upscaled some of the textures more. You can do full 1440p or 4K, I think. Keep going.
Is there somebody there?
Not get up.
Is there somebody there?
Just hold the L2 or R2 buttons. Oh, come on, I cartwheeled into him. What was that? Son of a bitch. Remember how you would do push-ups and level up your grip? This game was miles ahead of its time. Oh, the pull-ups, yeah. Yeah, pull-ups, indeed. Oh, gosh. I guess I don't even have to do the distracting thing. It doesn't really make a difference, I guess. Am I doing it too early or too what? Like, grab the guy. Considering all their, yeah, their cone vision is. You can get right next to the guy, and as long as you're not triggering AI, they don't know you're there. Okay. The fun thing about Raiden too, and this is kind of what they added with.
Is there somebody there?
There we go. You can cartwheel over gaps, which I thought was always fun.
Great.
I'll start thinking, and then I'll focus on the mission or what I'm doing, and then I'll stop talking. Okay. Now, what would have been really cool is when they made the Twin Snakes, is if they had redid all the VR missions from MGS1, but I'm gonna get such a low score on this one. Okay. Yes, they have it's VR missions. They had just regular VR missions on the MGS1, like on a second disc for MGS1, that you could play. They only had a couple, and then they came out with a separate one just called VR Mission. And then they released in Japan MGS Integral, which was like their version of the Substance. Yeah, their version of the Substance version. And
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Shit.
Is there somebody there?
Sorry, train of thought. Yes, the Integral came out. The Integral version, they had like the extra ones, had the ninja mode, and all that stuff. Oh, this isn't gonna. And then they released the one in PC in the West, which also is the version they released on PC for MGS2 as well, was the Substance version. So, you know, some nice MGS2 trivia for Metal Gear Solid. At least you got this, indeed. At least they got the same new cartwheel. So really, it's probably just a matter of kind of just sneaking around. I guess.
I'm under attack.
Yeah, you're great.
Alright, next mission. Second place, not perfect. Oh, now I have this thing, and the cameras are moving around, but I can pop this guy. Nobody over there. Camera's looking up, so it's not.
Is there somebody there?
And you can move and aim. Hold down the L1 button. The MGS1, you had to hold down the crouch button at the same time. Which model VR headsets do you think they use to train their child soldiers? Oculus or something? Definitely. I'm sure Oculus made in their universe, Meta made a nice contract with the government to have that.
VR, huh? A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great. You don't get injured in VR, do you? That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
We live in a virtual metaverse, a virtual reality, living in a false world every day, a virtual illusion.
War has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War and its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine. War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
Virtual reality continued to program and develop systems for me to increase my powers. Virtual reality will reach a level of self-awareness and able to consider complicated thoughts and have sensations. The final human invention, VR, virtual reality.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Did you know, and I only found this out recently, in the last couple months, that the name for like things like the codec was not the name as a name for the radio. So the person who was doing the localization for MGS1 in the West, I watched some videos. It was pretty good. I think that's the one I shared with you. Kojima didn't like that that the translator took liberties, or the localization person took liberties with the translation to make more sense for the Western audience. It messed with him. So in subsequent games, he had full creative control. So I love Death Stranding. I think it's a great game. He's a bit of a George Lucas, very concerned with his own message. Yes, I think that's a good way of thinking. Oh, was I not close enough to hold him up? Oh, and I am wearing my Metal Gear Solid 2 shirt. Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. It's official. Freeze! Oh! Also, at the same time, I think Kojima has a lot of good ideas. Freeze! And I love his game, but people also tend to forget that he's not the coding and doing everything for those games. He makes them. There's a whole team. There's other writers, things like that. His overall vision takes a whole large team of people to make to make a Metal Gear game, or any game for that matter. Death Stranding. I am excited though when he does Physant, which is his next tactical espionage. Oh, I don't know when that's going to come out. Where he has legally distinct Solid Snake. Making jokes about Neil in Death Stranding 2, because he basically looks like Snake in the world of Death Stranding. Yeah, no, I understand Death Stranding's not for everybody. Freeze! Okay, I kind of feel like making him the villain is trying to that part of his legacy in a way, like putting Konami in the past. Sure. Freeze! I don't know if he's going to be like a villain in the sense that Troy Baker's character has been. I think he's gonna serve the role that Cliff, Mads Mikkelsen, he's gonna play that role, because he wasn't a bad guy in that sense. He was like an antagonist, but like, I don't know.
Is there somebody there?
Oh, that was close. Now, some people say about first-person aiming in Metal Gear Solid 2, because when they did the Twin Snakes, this is one of the things that carried over. It was the same engine that they used for Metal Gear Solid 2. The things that it didn't make too easy was fight him in Ocelot, because you could just first-person view him. But I don't know. It didn't ruin it for me. I think more people had complained more about the cutscene. And the cutscenes, that whole thing, wasn't just because they wanted to do something different. In fact, they film director, I believe a Japanese film director, to do the new cutscenes. And he was keeping him really, really close to the original. But Kojima didn't want that. and he wanted him to make it more dynamic. And so that's what he did. That's why you get like these crazy, matrixy, flashy stuff. So Kojima wanted with these things. His team didn't develop it. It was done by Silicon Knights, who did Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Record. It was called the GameCube. I really hope Rocco makes a cameo in this string. I visited Kojima last October, and Sean was grilling him to find out, and all he said was he signed an NDA. Oh, I didn't know that. That'd be so cool. Apparently, there are so many people that they wanted to do for cameos for Death Stranding, but they can't fit them all in games, so I don't think it's still in the game. These guys never think to look up.
Yeah, you're great.
So that would be cool if Rocco shows up from Mega64. I'm still friends with him on Facebook, even though he doesn't personally know me. But he basically accepted a bunch of friend requests back like, I don't know, 15 years ago or whatever it was. He and Sean. Yeah, no, I friended all of them too. Eric Brodor. I think I was even friends with Rocco's younger brother too. So if I ever met him in person, I wonder, like, because I'm down he goes on his Facebook very often, but if he was just like, I recognize you from somewhere. Yeah, we're friends on Facebook, bro. Back when they used to do calling.
Nice work.
I don't know if they still do that, where you can call in and talk to them. Like they used to do on Skype. Maybe they do it on Discord now, but I haven't really watched their podcast as much in the last few years, but that'd be interesting to see how that... Oh, I do remember. Okay, so I remember one time I told them that we made a Castlevania fan, and I think they put the trailer and played it on screen, if I'm not mistaken. Gosh, this was probably 15 years ago, and I think there's a video out there of it somewhere. Yeah, that unlocked a memory there that I should...
Great.
Mega64 Pod. I have a bunch of other podcasts. I have to think through it. I don't want to waste time doing that right now. But if I do, it'll be in the highlight video. And then, did you see this call Metal Gear Solid 5? Yeah. And then, I thought there was one where they watched Castlevania. Oh, so as I do Castlevania, it just goes away. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I remember the one where they watched the trailer. Just can't remember. I'm kind of nervous to watch them because I think I'll cringe a bit. I was just so excited that they answered my call. But you know, they're always chill guys. Oh come on, all my ammo.
Good work, Raiden.
Yeah, throwback indeed. Yeah, pretty wild that they just do that. But I mean, doing things unorthodox is what's kept them around for 22 years. Yeah, I know. It's true. Negative 2,000? Are you kidding me? Wow, that was bad.
Good work, Raiden.
Yeah, no, for sure. They've they've managed to stay around doing pretty much what they've been doing for the last 20 years. And they were kind of having to I think they've kind of refocused on Patreon and all that. And
good work, Raiden.
Yeah, I love Mega64. Hey, and Rocco's even responding to some of my comments on Instagram and things like that. So you know, I'd say we're pretty.
Nice work.
C4 Claymore. Oh, so I've been watching Andor. I finished season 1, and I really like it. I got me in a bit of a Star Wars mood. So I noticed that Star Wars Outlaws is on sale on Steam for like half price. So I picked it up and I was playing it last night. I like it. It's definitely a pretty game. It's
nice work.
Pretty good graphics card, so it should run good. But it got like crap when it came out. It was bad to come out. It didn't do very well. It's a solid game. Was it Bruce Green said that it's a good game. Like most of its issues lie with Ubisoft handles. There we go. Ow. Yeah.
Jack, you're great.
Yeah, apparently a lot of it was internal, just poorly managed. Eric has come on as their manager, and they've started several successful things to monetize better. Well, yeah, because Eric went to Rooster Teeth for a while, and then Rooster Teeth shut down, and so then he came back. So I didn't know he was their manager now. They were victims of a lot of Twitch chargeback scam. Oh, that sucks. I watched an interview with the voice actress. She did a spot on tuned in with the Jim Cummings. Seems like they put a lot of care into it. With the Star Outlaw. Just blow my face up. I know there were some people complaining about the female lead character. Her name is Kay, and they're like, "Oh, she's not hot enough," or something like. It's like, bro, come on. The character isn't like ugly by any means. She's an attractive character. I don't think that was the large majority of people by any means. It's just a small group of incel type who probably thought that.
Dad, you're great.
But a lot of people also just kind of go like Ubisoft giving games made for gooners like Stellar Blade get complaints. Oh, because they like censored some of the outfits or something. But now that it's on Steam, apparently it's selling really well. If you go look at the Nexus mod page, you can see why pretty quick. I think that was a Korean made one. 3D is always going to go well. Like, oh yeah, I mean, you know that when people are gonna mod it, to have nude and all that stuff.
Good work, Raiden.
And it's not even. I mean, it is primarily female mods, but it's like there's ones too. So I mean, like if you look at there's some mods for some of the Yakuza games on PC that are like that. In fact, one of the reasons why they didn't release the game Judgment, which is in the same universe as the Yakuza games, they didn't want to release it on PC because they were using the likeness of a popular Japanese actor. And they said, we don't want it on PC because we put it on PC, people are going to make mods of it. So they did it anyway. Just took them longer to release it on PC, but yeah, that was probably one of the first mods. It always is. People are porn dogs. Lunars are going to get it. I'm going to pre. I like the gay girls. I like
Good work.
gonna pre. That's my horrible Obama impression. I wonder if that puts them in a legal dubious area is based on a real model, and she's Korean, and Korea prosecutes non-consensual intimate media pretty harshly. Is it illegal in South Korea, or it's just heavily restricted, censored? Not like how it is in Japan. It's censored. Yeah, it's illegal. Okay, yeah. That's what I heard. It's illegal in North Korea too. So much so that like when Russia or North Korea sent soldiers to go fight in the war in Ukraine on the side of Russia, apparently a bunch of them were like they discovered internet porn and like their minds were blown. I don't think Russia makes it. It's not illegal. Ryan's addicted to benzos.
Nice work.
I did some street interviews about it like a year or two ago. I don't remember much else. Oh yeah. I used to watch a lot of Asian usually they're Japan street interviews. It's been a while though. Like, I'm so anxious and trembling. I need a benzo. It's just like, dude, I'm so chill. I think that would make him like less secure, so you'd be too relaxed. And the effects don't last very long.
Good work, Raiden.
In my benzos. The PS2 has a large capacity, at least in the game it does. They know it's a real sniper rifle. I think a lot of the weapons from at least Metal Gear Solid 1 are all like German-made ones, like from German company. I think H&K, I can't remember the exact pronunciation of the actual HK, and then also
Good work, Raiden.
okay, we have Beretta. I mean, the M9's a Beretta. That's Italian. USP is also, I think, a German. The SOCOM is US. That is a special operation, but I think it was made by a German company. If I'm not, not mistaken. Good, my score.
Good work, Raiden.
Yes, very fast acting. It's fast acting, not extended release. Works in 1 second. Lasts for 30 seconds. It's got a really or it's a view to a king. I say Some strategy I could have used with that explosive one, but honestly, I'm not paying that much attention. Whoops, there goes my score.
Good work, Raiden.
I've been playing a new Bond game, yes. I think it looks really cool so far. I mean, obviously, they haven't really shown any gameplay. They showed the reveal trailer, but when they announced that they were going to do, when IOI Entertainment said that they were going to do it like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, that they got the license to do a Bond game, I was like, oh, that'll be really cool because they do the Hitman. Raiden's shoulder be purple after all the recoil from the rapid firing. I know, right?
Dad, you're great.
I don't know why I spent all those years when I was for always streaming usually late at night, because I seem to do better during the daytime on a weekend.
Good work, Raiden.
Just a little bit ago of eight concurrent. I mean, I know one of those is me and two of them are my brothers, but hey, that ain't nothing for me, especially since I've only recently started again. Cool. But they all explode in succession like that. It feels nice.
Nice work.
No, I did good when Snake says nice work. Nice work. One thing about Stinger missiles is that because it's like I could as long as I get the auto target on there, and then I'm doing a kind of fire after I've done the lock on like this, it'll give it like a better angle to get the target.
Good work, Raiden.
Oh, also, Chris, your brother, happy Father's Day tomorrow. Whoa, that was good.
Good work, Raiden.
Okay, I got him. BRB real quick. Look, let's TP his desk while he's gone. Good luck with that, as you can teleport here. Happy favorite Uncle's Day, Walker. Young Fluffs, my brother. Tomorrow. I guess it is tomorrow for you already because it's football. But if I have any dads out there watching, happy Father's Day. This Diet Pepsi's for you. And favorite uncles, of course, too. Well, I think Father's Day can include, because people include mother and motherly figures as well, too, right? For Mother's Day. And some people are kind of like moms to people that aren't moms myself. Where is the other? The way I view it is, there's a lot of not very good dads, or moms for that matter, parents in general, that maybe don't necessarily deserve the praise. Any schmuck, father a child, right? Doesn't take very long, but it takes a good man to be a dad. And I'm all about positive vibes and recognizing positive male role models. I feel like there's definitely a lack of that in the world. Getting this back to Metal Gear, it's all about shitty. Granted, Big Boss never wanted to have clones or to be a dad in that regard. It was just kind of thrust upon him by Zero, more or less. But and he struggled with that, right? And that screwed up his sons, Solid and Liquid, and Solidus, particularly Liquid, because he honestly, I think Venom Snake was better, the dad stuff, Eli, aka Liquid Snake, than Big Boss was. Because in that mission where you pick up all those child soldiers in MGS5 and bring them back to Mother Base, he's like, we're not going to teach you how to use weapons, we're going to teach you how to use your heads. Gives them constructive things to do to gain education so that they could have a future outside of. Greasy Dan, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. I don't know if my notification went off at all, but I appreciate the follow, man. Thank you.
Nice work.
Kojima was very interested in the theme of fathers since his died when he was very young. Yes. And so as a result, he was very close with his mother too. But yes, his dad died when he was very young. I think he was like 12 or something. which, given our own history with ours passed away many years ago, I find that stuff interesting too, more so than I would have when I initially played these games, those themes. Oh, I made it.
Dad, you're great.
Whoops. Okay, I can do that. I'll do that better. Just don't swing so nonchalantly. The only problem is the stabbing animation takes too long to recover from, so it does kill time a little bit. They're precise. Ah! You know what I was thinking about the other day? Because I was kind of doing a deep dive on YouTube about liminal spaces and those pool rooms and things like that, like the back rooms that tried like these rooms like with weird pools and maybe dark liminal spaces kind of stuff, which I think is really interesting because it does have that nostalgia thing, triggers certain things in your brain, and it made me think about two places from my childhood that my brother might remember a little bit, but there was the Westminster Mall in Colorado, which I think they tore down maybe in 2011, I think is when, and the Westminster Rec Center, also in Westminster, Colorado, which is still there. I think they've updated this. When I think of liminal spaces, those are the places I think of the most from that time. If they shut down Westminster Mall, well, it didn't shut down, but it just lost its, man, he really cleared that gap. It just wasn't as popular after a while because we got a bunch of other malls nearby. Oh,
Good work, Raiden.
but let me see. I can probably find a picture of this. I think they found a video of it too. Pretty sure there's copyright music on this. I got a quick detour, sorry. Like, okay, this was kind of pixelated. These are old pictures, but yeah, like maybe I can set them. What is it? What's the Donkey Country? It's like a little field trip. Yeah, exactly. Get nostalgia with. I remember those plants. I remember these like things that they're in, like the tiling. And I would still go there as a teenager. There was an Oriental gift shop where you can get like mall ninja stuff. David Wiseman, probably my favorite video game composer. Oh, who did this song? Yeah. Hey, that sound, that's from GoldenEye. Or they used it in GoldenEye. Which was also done by Rare. Yeah, you were very young. Like, I remember going here as a kid, very young kid. Considering I'm 5 years old, but, you probably don't remember it very well. But yeah, it was, I would sometimes go here with friends. And those balloons, I remember, that's just kind of like the iconic look of it. And all kind of converged in the middle of the food court. And it wasn't like, as far as malls go, it wasn't like terribly big or anything like that. But, as a kid, I was like, wow. I just remember it vividly. And they had the skylights and the plants. Yeah. It got torn down about 2011, I think. Remember the balloons? Yeah. I remember wanting to get katanas from the mall. Yeah, me too. I remember I bought like some cheap katana and Tonto. What was the other one? The one that's not a katana, shorter than a katana, but Tonto. Wakazashi or something like that. Probably said that wrong. Yeah. Oh, they had movie theaters here too. I remember going here as a kid and seeing a movie. I think I saw Free Willy with Nana and Papa. I remember they had like the Batman movie arcade. Yeah. It's kind of a nostalgic stream anyway because we're playing Metal Gear Solid 2, right? I don't care. I am samurai. Well, you've actually been to Japan. Anyway, sorry for the detour. Okay, first person mode. My son was showing me a train he drew, but instead of drawing it sideways, he normally draws it sideways. Like the side view of the train, profile view of the train, but anyways, going down the track. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, does it? Okay, let's see. Player, lock on. Oh, so this makes it more first person. So this is something they added in subsequent updates to Bluesky. Yeah, he was a smart boy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, oh my gosh, they made the controls actually decent. Because before you just had to control it like you were controlling normally. But they updated the controls options for this to do it like a first-person shooter. It was very awkward, and you'd have to change your view by like holding down like one of the buttons. So they completely like updated it so it's like a first-person shooter. So instead of using the square button to shoot, I'm using the R1 button. Inventory is still R2.
You're great.
Could you imagine an FPS Metal Gear? The sneaking would suck. I mean, you could play in Metal Gear Solid 5, you can play it pretty much in first person if you wanted to. Or even MGS4, and the remake of 3 will be like that too.
Freeze!
I think I'm just supposed to get to the...
Somebody there.
I'm so close to getting the suppressor. Yeah, this plays more like this works. It's like freaking.
Good work, right?
Yeah, MGS5 is a different beast altogether. Yes, it's a stealth sim, and that went horribly, but oh well, it was fun. It was so much easier with the updated controls. Oh, I have no radar this time. And these bastards are quick on the draw. Oh, so I just have to eliminate all the targets. Shoot.
Is there somebody there? To locate the AWOL maelstrom.
As they disappear. Gosh, dang, that always makes me jump.
It's the enemy. I need help. Unable to locate the AWOL soldiers.
Yeah, third person works better for these games than first person. Can't report you to the bosses if they're all dead, that's true.
Good work, right?
That was no one, so... Ooh, nighttime, okay. So I have a heartbeat sensor so the controller vibrates. Might be close. A lot closer. Kind of hard to see though. I forgot there's actually targets I have to shoot, not just... These sensors not going off, so there's not a guy right now. But there's some dudes up there, a couple of them I think. No, go back to sleep, please. I need some help here.
Is there somebody there?
Okay, so I gotta get that last target up here. You snuck so many bullets in your head. Don't you use that to find the president line? You're the pacemaker. So in MGS2 you have to use, it's a directional microphone to find the pace, to hear for the pacemaker for Colonel Richard Aim, who's like supposed to be Secret Service, but he's actually a Patriot guy.
Good work, right?
Southern Russian. But yeah, no, exactly. Some of those guards, they sound kind of Russian, or sorry, like Southern. But yeah, Richard Ames is the guy you have to use the directional microphone on to find among all the hostages. Oh, there's bombs to dispose of too, I think. The bomb diffusal one can take some time. I'm super blind. I'm very, very nearsighted. There's a bomb right there. So they become pacemaker because pacemakers are loud as hell. Are they? I didn't know that. I think it's gonna be underneath something. Remember, there is some sort of ductwork. Our brother-in-law has one. It's like a clock. That's true. Yes. It's not like a beeping sound though. It is a clicking sound. Well, no, it's not a pacemaker. It's because he had to have a valve changed out, and it's the valve that clicks because it's an artificial one. Most of this is just trying to find all the bombs. Some days you just can't find a bomb. You get them right in the spine, a spinal tap. They fall asleep instantly. Oh, suffering. I just would feel like I need a ration. Go. Oh, come on, really? Oh, I can get it. Okay, so we got one more. And it's below us, right in that area. So I gotta go back down. Yes, that was an Adam West Batman reference. Jerry Seinfeld does Metal Gear. Oh, you thought my bomb comment was no, it was a Adam West Batman reference. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Did I sound like Jerry Seinfeld there? What's the deal with bomb? Some days you can't get rid of them. Not a very good impression. Here we go.
Yeah, you're great.
So this is all done. Variety mode. Let's get through variety mode and probably call it good there. Ah! Damn it! Ah! Fish and nail. Cartwheel over here. Oh gosh. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, alright. Oh, I did it. Okay. You should look up Bluebeard. It's one of the most diabolical Batman villain. He made an unconscious Bruce Wayne hold his John. Where's that from? Is that from the Adam West show? I remember you mentioning Bluebeard before. So where Raiden gets frustrated. Oh, in the movie. Okay. I don't think I've I've lived in a long time. Okay, now I'm getting too crazy with it. There we go. I don't know.
Jack, you're great.
Good work, Raiden.
Thanks, Colonel. Get real. Whatever. Oh, this one's tricky. Doing the head thing because it's helping with the timing. No! Oh! I meant to do that. I'm in hanging mode. If you do this enough, yep, your grip level goes up.
Good work, Raiden.
Okay. One more time. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's better. Although my kids left a nice, present in there for me. Didn't flush the toilet. Oh, my aim is terrible. Oh, terrible. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna restart. This music is such shit for, I know, right? For like, you have to snipe a bunch of dudes and they're like kind of looking goofy because they're popping their heads up. Look at us, we're so silly. Okay though, it's just all the armor. Oh my god. I mean, this is what's gonna have to happen. They're gonna come down here and I'm gonna shoot them. Ow! Okay, so there's 8 of them. Okay, we're gonna get 8. Going a little longer today. Okay, we started a little early. Maybe if I get them with this, then they can fall asleep, so then I don't have to worry about doing a shot. Have to reload. Oh, sweet. Right in the groin. Nice work. Nice work. Take out all the enemies in the dark. Get to the goal. Use your items wisely.
Encounter the enemy. Lifting back.
Dang it. Dragon Ball. Woo! John Winner. Woo! I was always better with swords. Green screen your eye. Taking out my butt. Okay, 2 more. It's gonna be a mirror. It's gonna reflect me. I thought it was cool when the mirrors were like worked and were clear and stuff.
Jack, you're great.
This is Garuga going or whatever. That way. Oh! Yeah, I do feel pretty great. In Metal Gear Solid 1's VR stuff, it's the Genoa, whatever his name is. And then in this one, it's Garuga because Genoa, Genome Soldiers, Garuga for the Richmond. Just looking in here, it's kind of over here. Ah, come on! It's interesting how Japan's message about dangers of nuclear war had to become one of the most successful media trends. Yes, Godzilla. Dude, my heart rate's always get to be when people's life. But it's all about following the patterns. Man, right? It's kind of caked up. Yeah! Bounce it 4 hours. Yeah, right. It's caked up. Boom. It's got kind of wider hips for a guy, The interesting thing, the whole thing about Raiden, he was made as like a couple of reasons. Because Kojima wanted to have a perspective of Solid Snake from somebody else. And it wasn't a Snake. Yes, so. But also, Raiden's design was with the intention of it being more in line with what is an attractive male protagonist in the Japanese market, which overall has more feminine attributes. Come on. And Snake was more the, atypical Western American type of design of a character. More rugged, definitely more masculine looking. He's got a beard, boy. But the response to Raiden in the game wasn't as well received. He wants Snake again, so obviously they went back to having Snake as the protagonist through Big Boss in MGS3, and then Old Snake or Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid. And they completely redesigned, changed Raiden to be emo cyborg ninja dude. Yes, Raiden does get a rough shake of it. I guess going back to the whole discussion of fathers earlier, he got a rough shake of it. Like his parents were killed when he was a kid by Solidus, and then he was raised by Solidus, and Solidus was not a very good dad. Although age-wise, Solid more older brother, I guess, in age compared to who else would accelerate. Yes! Only took about 10 attempts, but I did it. Oh gosh. Soccer survival. Ready? Go! What's important with this one is to grab the stuff, because I think it doesn't respond for the next round. Once you take out the dude, you are limited on ammo and all fun stuff. I think Zaku Survival is one of the last ones you have to do. How did that not hurt you? Only you can block bullets like Gray Fox. I know, right? Well, now I have no free health. Got a stinger though. Honestly, it's not. What's worse is when I have to. There's targets I have to shoot. Shit. Wait, does this actually work?
Work right.
Okay. I think that was the last one. Yeah. Alright. Let's save. Not gonna do alternative missions right now, but I think that's a good stopping point. That was almost a 3-hour stream. Thanks for coming out, everybody did, and new followers, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Thanks so much for joining. All 12, remember to snake it.